It is JDF. Listen, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just pushed record, so I'm going to speak from the heart. I think today we're going to talk about being yourself and being you. And the hardest thing to do is to be transparent. I think, for me at least, I was always stuck in this world way back in the days, growing up as a kid, of I just pushed record, not saying no, speak from the heart, or being the yes man. I think today, but you know what transparency is all about? Is getting down to the bottom of the problem. If you have an issue with someone, honestly, the best thing to do is just go and talk to that person, confront that person, not confrontation. There's a difference. Just confront, be transparent, and ask them, hey, instead of all the gossiping and all of this and all of that, is there an issue that we're having, or is there a problem? And then you can work it out. So sometimes I think people aren't transparent. And I know we all have to wear a mask in life. I know that. I get it, because you can't say how's your day going? You're going to be like, my day's crap. How's your day? I get it. We all have a mask. But at least being transparent and being a man of your word. Those two things, I think, will make you the toughest, biggest, baddest man or woman on the planet. Is because, number one, you can't buy trust. You can't buy your word. If you break it, it's broken. No one's going to believe in you. No one's going to trust you. So that has to be built from the beginning. If you say something, you got to do it. Just don't say it because it's getting you out of a situation. If you say it, then do it. That's your word, right? It's gold. It's priceless. You can't pay for that back. Also, it's not for sale, right? So being a man of your word, and then also just being transparent. Sometimes you got to say no. Don't just be the yes man. I used to be out there and say, oh, I'll do this. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do that. The only problem is I said yes, and I'm not going to let people down. So that's where my issue was back then. So I learned just now to be you, but also be transparent, be a man or a woman of your word. If you say something, then do it. And if you don't, then you need to own up. You need to step up and be responsible. There's no one better that I respect than someone stepping up and saying, you know what? I own that. That was my mistake. I apologize for that. What can I do to make it better? Sometimes we got to own up to our mistakes, and there's a lot of people that don't do it. So that's what I think we're talking about, is being a man of your word, being transparent, and just own up on your own BS. You know what I mean? All right. That's all that's on my heart. Have a good day.
Not much advice I'd want to give you, because it's the pain that drives your success. It's the stumbles that make you get back up. These lessons can't be taught. It's the experience one has to learn. Sometimes people say life isn't fair, but it's all how you look at it. There are lessons I could teach you, but you're the only one that must make the choices. Sometimes we'll lose the battle, but you must win the war. Wounds hurt, but now they're battle scars. I had to let you fall because God picked you back up. Life isn't a race, it's a marathon. Your longevity will tell your legacy. Good job, Jay.
Fall. It's been a while since I wrote. I'm sure at times everyone has moped. But this ain't me. I don't want to go back to where I was. All I could do is pray and hope, shake it off. But when I do, my mind says, nope. How do I deal with this? How do I even cope? I don't want to slide, but it is a slippery slope. I'm struggling, I'm grabbing, I slip because I missed the rope. My emotions are overflowing like a waterfall. The words I speak are positive. Well, at least I think they are. Overall, with stress occurring regularly, it's too fast. It's a hand-side. Emotions are throwing like a curveball. But how can you even breathe when the air feels like ethanol? I want to fight back my mind. I want to brawl, but when I punch, I'm on the ground. I see the takedown. I begin to sprawl, but I miss. All I can do is crawl. Then I disappear. I'm gone. And it's just me staring at the ceiling wall. People can see my pain. You can see it in my eyeball. The sun would shine, but the darkness moves in. It becomes a rainfall. I'm all over the place like a human pinball. So I delay and I begin to stall. Please, God, take my hand before I fall.
Yo, let's, oh man, my freaking, all right, we back, holy shit. Look, guys, how y'all doing? Soundboard is still in shambles. I don't know what's going on. I need to set my default profile. I'm saying I need to make this the default. Give me a second. Yeah. Make this the default. All right. Let's go.
Acknowledge me.
What's going on, everybody? It is oh. So today we got Amy Jo Johnson in her, she's supposed to be reading her comic book live. Like, hopefully it's a short stream for them. And the reason I wanted to do this stream is because, one, if you don't know, they are notoriously good for going live and then deleting the stream. And I'm like, oh, why y'all be going live and deleting it? They be like, shut up, Henry. Shut up. All right, so this is where we at right here, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all remember this, maybe y'all don't. She got funded in 45 minutes. And I know some people's like, yo, it's gonna be a small audience. I'm like, cool. This stream may get deleted. So depending on how it go, we may record, delete, and then react when we got the proper audience.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy Jo Johnson, the original Pink Power Ranger from the very first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV series, and writer behind the brand new comic series, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers The Return. So today, in partnership with Boom Studios, we're giving you, the fans, the opportunity to reserve your copies of comics along with Hyper Deluxe campaign only collected editions before the series hits shelves in 2024.
Someone said, what happened at 8 p.m.? Oh, I'm just trying to capture them live. They're going to be doing it from 6 to 8. Or they start at 6 p.m. Eastern. So we're trying to catch them live.
Writing with Matt, it's fun because
I think her and her boyfriend wrote this shit, to be honest.
Both bring a different perspective to the table, and sometimes me not being a comic book person in the past, sometimes I think I bring this sort of fresh perspective to it as well. Having the artwork come in as it comes to life has been so exciting. Nico, our artist, is blowing us away with the detail and just what he's bringing to the table.
Hey, the art is popping. It's popping. I'll give the artwork that it is popping.
He was a fan when he was a kid, and it's turning into something special. I'm really excited for everybody to read it.
Now, you know, there is a difference with this as opposed to the order. You know what I'm saying? They raised this much money in I don't know how many days, and they never delivered shit, you know. But Amy Jo Johnson, I believe she got right here, 500. That, like, goddamn, boy, goddamn.
I got money.
in 45 minutes, half a million in 45 minutes. Now, I know this has to be a slap in the face to all the other Power Rangers and people in the order. Now, what you would notice, there is some dissension in the Power Ranger community. How many other Power Rangers are promoting their shit? How many? How many other than David Yost? Because he's going to be in the live also, half hour away. I've watched a couple. I watched one of their lives. And hey, it is what it is. We gonna watch it, and we might actually switch the format. We might go something like this, and I fool around with the with the stuff. I gotta see how it's gonna work. Because this is litty. This is litty. Oh snap! Salute. Yeah, I'm saying Jamal Barizi with the 5 on it said Henry and Francis be keeping it 100. Look, we gotta hold these Rangers accountable. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hold them accountable, Jamal. Like, if we don't do it, who will? Who will? Batman? Who will? Batman? So we might stream like this. I'll work it out where it's like nice and centered. It's just it's just a thing that I gotta work out. So we'll see how it starts when they go live, and then I'll format it the right way, you know what I'm saying? But she been going in. You know what I'm saying? You know. Any music with it? Hold on, they about to give me a copyright. Hold on, I'll show you how it's gonna go. Give me a second. So if they go live, it will look it'll look something like, oh Jesus. What the hell happened? It'll look something like main screen. Oh, I'll format it tightly. You know what I'm saying? I'll format it nice and tight. And it'll look like something like this. You know, where, they talking, we can go back and forth, we can have a conversation, all that good stuff. But thank you, Jamal Breezy, for the donation. I appreciate it. Now look, guys, I was listening to some ASJ talk his martial arts stuff, man. I'd be doing some deep dive research or whatever. I was listening to him, you know what I'm saying? He talking that talk, yeah, that tough talk.
Afford to go to a qualified gym. I got to tell you that there's absolutely no replacement for a solid sensei, sifu, master. Solid instructors make or break the very best fighters in the world. So I hate to tell you that. I'm not trying to tell you don't buy videos, don't do the YouTube stuff.
We really did have like a black belt in the chat. And they was like, look, guys, in the 90s, there was a lot of fake martial artists out there because there was no one to fact check you, right? You're like, well, yeah, I got a black belt. I got 3 black belts by the age of 18. So what? And that's where we kind of at. But let's see where Amy Joe is at. You know what I'm saying? Where the live at? We about 2 minutes away. Feel free to shoot off some questions, some comments. We are streaming on Twitch. I don't think there's no one on Twitch. Let me see. Test. Anyone from Twitch? We do have a No Pixel lawsuit update. Ooh, they lost. No Pixel lost. But you're gonna have to wait for the deets and all the deets and the receipts. You're gonna have to wait for that. It's gonna take me some time to get it going. Anyway, if you guys not on Henry Court, you should all be on Henry Court. I did drop a food porn pic. You know what I'm saying? You like, Henry, where were you at? I'm like, look. I just came from Cheesecake. Let me see if I can open the link. There we go. There we go, guys. This is what I just had to eat real quick. A little bit of chicken mandira, some spinach, and whatchamacallit. Now, look, to be fair, to be honest, I didn't eat all this. I probably ate 3/4 spinach, half the mashed potatoes, all of the chicken and whatchamacallit. But anywho, let's get to Amy Jo Johnson. She should be live now. Like, where we at, Amy? Amy, where we at? And it's all on her platform. Oh, we live. We live. Hey, girl. All right, let me get the proper format.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Amy, how's it going?
Here we are. Waiting for my pal, David. Okay, let me see. How do I do this? The little box. Oh, there he is.
She messed up the sound. Hold on, let me get chat so y'all can see everything.
Can you see me?
I see you.
But I can't. Okay, there we go. All right.
Hi. Hi. Are you ready?
How are you? I am. I suddenly, though, got nervous. So I was like, oh, God.
Oh, you have no idea. I haven't acted in 10 years.
It's like all three of us.
Going full out here, though.
You are?
Ready? Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our little live where we're going to read Mighty Morphin Power Rangers The Return, which is
Oh, no.
My new comic book that just came out that I wrote with Matt Hodson with Boom Studios.
Their chat is up.
All that in a second. Oh, wow.
Multiple variants. So
this is what we're going to do.
You're just the most supportive person in the world.
I'm a huge fan.
David!
Such a great story.
Their chat is up now, guys.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
So you guys, I think it's best if you happen to have a copy of The Return. If you follow along, I will hold it up and like show the pages, but it's probably going to be easier for you guys if you follow along, if you have it on a Kindle or if you have it at the actual physical copy. Did you know that we sold out and we had to go into a second printing?
I think that's amazing. That's awesome.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you. It's so exciting. And so Boom told me that, let's see. So issue 2 comes out on March 13th. Can you hear?
ASJ is like Steven Seagal lies about their cred. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Somebody, always the case when I go on Instagram Live, somebody tries to call me.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so issue 2 comes out March 13th.
Thank you, Andrew.
And then, let's see. Oh, issue 1 is going to be back for the second printing. It's going to be back in shops on March 6th. So, I guess the suggestion is to pre-order the issues if you want them at your comic book shop so that you make sure you have it. Oh, my friend Carlos just joined from Gotham Central. He wants you to go to his comic book shop when you're in Toronto.
He wants me to? Oh, that's...
He does. He's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I did a signing there last week. It was my first comic book signing. Comic book shop signing and comic book.
Uh-oh.
Great.
I did it all in one. with Matt. Anyway, you can find your local comic book shop on this. This is pretty cool. It's comicshoplocator.com.
Salute to KJ. I hear you, brother. Salute. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. So if you don't have one and you don't normally read comics, you could do that and find out where it is and then maybe pre-order it and make sure that you get your copy. Anyway, onward from that. Are you ready?
I think so. Do we need to preface how we break down the characters or anything like that?
Do that. So, okay. We have David reading narrator. Yeah. And he's going to read The Dark Knight.
What about my part?
Trini,
what am I reading?
And Zach and Selena.
And some text messages.
And then I'm going to read Jason and a little extra bits, Kimberly, and some Zach. Okay.
Son of Zach. Okay. All right. What about me, guys? What am I reading? Where's my part?
You ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you guys ready? Okay. Here we go. So, this is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, The Return.
Ooh.
And it's chapter 1, and it's called No More Power Rangers. And it's written by Amy Jo Johnson and Matt Hudson.
Her
It's
boyfriend.
illustrated by Nico Leon, who did a killer job.
Amazing.
Colored by Francesco Segala, who did a killer job. And lettered by Ed Dukeshire. And then the character design was by Dan Mora.
A piece of me want to be like, girl, speak into the mic.
And then the return logo design is by Dylan Todd. And the designer is Madison Giotti.
Crisscross applesauce.
Goyette. Goyette. And then the editor is the wonderful Daphna Plebon. I said her name wrong. Plebon. I can never say that. And her assistant editor is Kenzie.
Okay,
Razanka.
Kenzie. Razanka?
They're both amazing. And great. Anyway, shall we begin?
Sure. 22 years ago, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers finally defeated Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed and saved the world one last time. And then the team broke up. Today.
Arg! Oh! Oh! Click! Click!
You got the blicky.
Come on! Zeus!
Oh my god.
Oh. Got to turn the page. Skits! Who are you?
I am the past come back to haunt you. I am the future.
Ooh.
Present day Angel Grove. For future generations to come. And with that, I'm proud to present to you the Trini Kwan Memorial Park and Youth Center. Everybody claps.
Woohoo!
Many of you will remember that Trini was at one point the United Nations High Commissioner of Human Rights. And we all know, of course, that she was Angel Grove's longest serving mayor, but she was also my best friend. And I don't just mean best friend in the traditional way. No, I mean that Trini was my friend and that she was also the best person I have ever known. I'm sure everyone here would agree with me on that. Trini may not be here, but the city that she loved is still here. And so are the people that she loved, whom she protected more fiercely than anyone I've ever known. So let's honor Trini, not just with all of this, but by continuing her good work for this community. And by being as good of a friend to others as she was to all of us. I know it would make her happy. Everybody claps.
Yay!
Yeah. And
Agreed,
now,
Dominic.
I'd like to turn things over to my good friend, Zach Taylor.
Thanks, Billy. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, Zach. We love the Black Ranger. Mastodon. Hip Hop Keto. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. But please, today isn't about me. It's about our beloved Trini. Yes,
Get your money up, not your funny up. Get your money up, not your funny up.
But Trini was my hero.
1994, the Angel Grove Youth Center. Great work, Kim.
Never thought I'd be into Kung Fu, but these days you never know when.
You're going to get jumped by putties when you're walking home from school?
Exactly. But now,
Not the peace
if I
conference.
just add a round off back handspring to that, those putties won't know what hit them.
Hey, there's way too much testosterone in here.
Shopping, the park, dinner.
All of the above?
Back in present day. I miss you, friend.
Kimberly really stands at a gravesite in a nondescript cemetery.
I think this is
Hey, you
better
left her in the best
with
part.
headphones.
I
You dig,
think
bro.
Billy
You
making
like to
everybody
dig.
cry was the best part. I left when everyone started cheering for the famous Power Ranger.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have posted on my socials that I was going to be there. I wish you'd gone up and said some words. Kimberly?
Their sound is
I'm trying
off.
to keep a low profile.
Well, Billy and I are going to grab something to eat. Someplace quiet, very low profile. You should come with us.
No, I have to get to the airport.
Come on, Kim. It's been years. You single-handedly saved my life 17 times. Let me buy you a slice of pie.
17?
It was 19 times, actually.
Oh, 19. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I'll come. But you need to call me Emma. Emma Phillips. I'm not Kimberly Hart anymore.
Ooh, name change. What a bitch. Why'd she change
Kimberly
her
and
name?
Zach walk away from a gravestone that says Tommy Oliver, 1979 through 2001. His spirit lives on.
Damn, they
The
ring
three
the
of them
bell on Tommy.
sit at a diner called Chet's, having a good time, reminiscing. We should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah, I wasn't ready a long time ago.
I just mean, we missed you.
I missed you guys too.
She missed you.
I know she did.
It's not
I know,
fair
right?
that we can't tell them about her life as a Power Ranger.
Tell who?
That's
Everyone.
a statement.
I mean, everyone should know Trini saved the world a bunch of times.
No. No more tell-all books, Zach, and keep your voice down.
Hey, I didn't tell all. I mean, we agreed that in order to protect your identities, I would say I was the only ranger from Angel Grove and that the others were from all over the world.
Exactly. If you suddenly change your story and revealed that one of your friends from Angel Grove was also a Power Ranger, how long before everyone figures out that all of the Rangers were your friends from high school?
Would it really be so bad? I mean, the PR could give Billy's company a boost. And you're living in Canada under a different name, so I mean, what have you got to lose?
Oh, 17 times more than
lost.
ASJ.
Where are we?
Facts.
That's successful statement.
Come on. I was really getting into it, guys. Hang on a second.
Come on, Amy, get this shit together. Come on now.
Can you do that line again?
Line.
Would it really be so bad? I mean, the PR could give Billy's company a boost, and you're living in Canada under a different name. I mean, what have you got to lose?
Nothing. I have nothing left to lose. Don't you get that? You can't make decisions that affect all of us. You need to move on.
I think maybe you need to move on.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe we should talk about something else. How about the good that came from Zach's big reveal? Like his Clean Power Hip Hop Keto Festival.
What's that?
It's my environmental charity event in Tulum.
Clean Power
Once
Hip Hop
a year,
Keto.
we get the biggest DJs and the coolest dancers and martial artists, and we have the best time, all powered entirely by clean energy. Last year, we raised over $2 million.
That's amazing. Good for you, Zach. What about you, Billy? How's your phone company?
Telecom company. It's doing well, but I'm hardly involved in the day-to-day anymore. Truthfully, the company just exists to fund my secret project. You know how I managed to salvage some of Alpha 5's databanks and operating systems after everything? I mean, I've been using it combined with some of our old tech to look into mass producing the means for safe teleportation. Imagine a world where we could teleport food to needy communities, or safely teleport people away from a hurricane, or a hurricane away from people.
Someone noticed me in the chat.
Even teleport
I was like, Henry?
disease cells out of a sick person.
Oh, Billy, it wasn't your fault.
I was so close. I mean, I should have started experimenting with my Power Coin's access to the Morphin grid sooner. Then maybe Trini would still be here, and maybe we could have saved her life. And,
Wait. You're actively using the Morphin grid? How?
With my Power Coin, of course.
We got the Power
Without it,
Coin.
none of
Where's
these
mine?
developments would be possible.
That's the opposite of what we agreed to 22 years ago. No more Power Rangers.
Agreed we wouldn't morph again. I'm just using the coin to help with my research. Just like Zach is using the Power Coin to generate all of the clean energy for his festival.
What the hell?
Thanks, man.
I can't believe you two. Does Jason know that you're doing this?
Well, that's actually why we asked you here tonight, Emma. We need to talk about Jason.
Where is he? I thought he would be at the dedication.
You remember that Jason was working as a firefighter, right? A few years ago, there was an arson downtown. A lot of people perished. Jason couldn't move on from it. I mean, he felt responsible. said he had the power to help people and he wasn't using it. That's when he disappeared.
Stop the cap.
It was around that time that I had noticed something was drawing power from the grid, something other than Zach and me.
Jason? He morphed?
First he was helping people in trouble, and then he started fighting crime. And before long, he was like going on his own counterterrorism missions. He went completely rogue. That's when he came to me, and he wanted Zach and me to stop using the Morphin grid because he needed all of the power for himself so he could stay in his morphed form permanently.
Oh my, this sounds like this might be real life, y'all.
Billy and I had stopped using our coins because Billy discovered there was someone, but it didn't matter if Billy and I had stopped using our coins because Billy discovered there was someone else using the grid besides the three of us. That's just it. We have no idea. We knew it couldn't be Trini, so Jason, he just assumed that it was you.
Who's using the grid?
I told him. I said I'd help him figure out who it was, and I had been until last week when he went MIA. And Jason and whoever else was accessing the Morphin grid just stopped.
Okay, guys, this is awful, and I hope Jason is okay, but I don't know what I can do to help.
That's just it, Kimberly. We know exactly what you can do to help. What we all can do.
It was based on a true story. True.
To become Power Rangers one last time. To find Jason and to bring him home.
I can't believe this. You too. This is insane. We agreed.
Stop being Power Rangers. We did stop, Kim, for 22 years because you said so. And we haven't even seen you in all that time. I mean, it's one thing to stop, but to cut us out of your life completely, that was cold.
The answer said,
and now
no,
one
he
of our
locked
own
up.
needs us. So yeah, you know what? I am ready to break a promise that I made over 2 decades ago in order to help Jason. Kimberly.
Emma.
We know what being a Power Ranger cost you. We know why you went away.
You don't.
But please, we need you. And your Zord.
My Zord?
It's the only one left. I mean, with your Zord in the air, we would be able to cover so much more.
Stop. I won't do it, Billy.
I thought she was like...
I won't be a Power Ranger ever again.
Some reunion this turned out to be. Emma / Kimberly gets in the back of a taxi cab, reading text.
Billy and Zach are here. Going to grab a bite.
Oh, that's great. Still at dinner? Heading to bed. But text me as soon as you're done. Are you okay?
I'll tell you about it later. On the way to the airport now.
Why she got the iPhone though? They doing an advertisement?
I know I've said this a million times, but I'd really love to meet them.
One day. Maybe.
The next day, somewhere in Canada,
Chris.
Kimberly sits on a couch drinking a cup of tea, looking at an old photo that reads, "Once a Ranger, always a Ranger."
It's cheese, but hey, it's our cheese, damn it. It's us.
Did you forget your key again? Oh my God. Oh,
looking like Stephen A up there.
Can I help you? Don't know what that was. Sorry. Did you forget your key again? Oh, wait. Can I help you?
Kimberly Hart. My name is Selena. Trini was my mom's cousin.
I'm afraid there's been a mistake. My name is Emma Phillips.
Bitch, stop lying. Your name Kimberly Hart.
You're Kimberly Hart.
Like,
shut up,
and you're going to help me become the next Power Ranger. End of
Dun,
story.
dun, dun, dun.
Nice.
wow.
Isn't Nico's drawings
Amazing. It's crazy.
We went live for this.
I mean, like, it's so
hey,
beautifully
we
done.
here though. We got it.
What's your favorite page?
I have a lot. I mean, that last page I think is pretty
Not literally,
pretty awesome.
chill.
Yeah, I love it. It's really, I love that page.
I think all the stuff with the Red Ranger, like, I don't know, I think it's like page 19.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, we're talking about how Jason. Oh yeah, let's go all the way to the beginning where we get to see Bulk and Skull and Ernie.
What'd you guys think?
Ernie!
I can mute them. What'd you guys think? Cool? Nay? Yay?
I guess the big shot of them all at the youth center, and you have Tommy and
What
Jason. They're
What are Bulk and Skull doing?
yeah. What are they doing?
This is
Explain that.
They're
iconic.
walking
Chicken.
a chicken.
And Skull has like a
Not the Ranger with the ankle bracelet.
Must be from an episode or something. You know, Nico did like so much research. He watched all the episodes. He like puts on the suit when he draws everybody. Like, it's crazy. So that's got to be something. I have to ask.
Not worth a half a
Zach's
mil.
teaching Billy hip hop keto, and poor Billy's got his overalls on. I thought that was hilarious.
Hip hop
always-
keto.
You always had your overalls on.
Yeah, let's not get started. About 60 episodes worth.
That's a truthful statement.
But yeah, I mean, I just think like all the modern day artwork of Kimberly, of Billy, of Zach, of Jason.
I love the diner stuff.
The diner stuff is great. I mean, there's nothing that's not great.
I mean, it was cool.
Really, really, really
But
good.
I think it's supposed to be like 3 more episodes, 3 more books, if I'm
I
not mistaken.
love what oh, you tell me. I love what Billy's doing now.
Telecommunications.
Well, I don't. That's all I know. I mean, I don't. You know the whole story. I don't really know, but yeah, I love.
But I just love
that.
Love that he's trying to figure out like how to morph things.
Did any of y'all get it?
Cool.
I mean,
did any of y'all go buy it? Yeah or no?
Very cool.
That would be cool.
amazing.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
doing that. Did you guys enjoy
I
it?
hope so.
It was cool. I wish it would have
think
been a
this was
little
probably
longer,
the best
Amy.
part.
Oh my god. I broke character.
A little longer, Amy. Next time.
Just
We'll
had to
be
throw
here
in
for
some
it.
excitement, keep the audience
I
awake.
got lost. We should do issue 2 when it comes out.
Yeah. We
Yes. Yes.
Will you?
Look at April. Look at April. How's she
My
over there and not
return
over
to
here? Look at April. There she go right there. We caught her.
No.
We
Well, I
caught
was
her,
in the
y'all.
space between, but before that, like, I have not worn that hat in a very long time.
Well, I hope it was fun for you.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay, good.
I feel a little rusty. Okay.
It's all good.
By issue 4, watch out.
I know you're gonna be like after that Emmy Award, Golden Globe Award. What do they have?
IG Live.
The BAFTAs. What's the equivalent in Canada?
Yeah,
for
I
an
sent
Emmy?
her a message, guys, to do issue 2. I think she's gonna
Spirit?
respond.
They have like
We'll
the
see.
Canadian Screen Awards. I don't think they give those out for IG performances though.
No, that's a bummer.
I know, right? She sold us out for Amy
It's
Jo.
scripted.
It's you know.
Hey, yo,
it's
what
golden
the
hat.
fuck?
Yeah.
Go for
How
it.
she gonna sell us out for Amy Jo?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you want to do it?
Or Celebrity Family Feud.
We should do Family Feud.
Family
David.
Feud.
I'll
could be
ask some
fun.
questions.
But
Any
I'm afraid-
plans
It would be
for
fun, but
a
I don't want to lose. So I would be afraid we'd lose.
Ranger.
And that's not fun. It's not fun to lose.
reunion?
So I'm a little too competitive for that. When does they're asking again, when does chapter 2 drop?
Oh, okay. So in comic book shops,
I did
you
it.
can buy it March 13th.
I did it, Joe.
Issue 2,
Awesome.
March 13th, and issue 1 will be back in comic book shops again as well because they went into a second printing
Ooh,
on March
facts.
6th.
Facts.
Good
Family
information.
Feud.
And then somebody
Oh.
asked, why is Kimberly named Emma? Can't tell you
Ooh.
yet, right?
Well, no, but at the same time, I think she kind of did. Something happened in her past that made her very, very so sad and so upset that she needed to leave her entire life behind, including Power Rangers, and made everybody make a pact that there would be no more Power Rangers.
Oh,
She moved off to Canada and changed her name because it was something very traumatic that will be revealed.
That's her real life.
Happened.
That's her real life.
I can't wait for number 2.
Oh, good. And
I
tell you, each one has there's some twists and turns with each issue. So you think it's going somewhere, but maybe it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we gonna show this too.
I'm just trying to see if there's any other good things that keep popping up. Would you two collaborate together on anything that is not Power Rangers? And what would it be?
TJ, how you be sniping that shit?
Films. I didn't collaborate with you, but I came in.
He did. He was so supportive. He flew all the way to Canada, and he came on set, and he moved the garbage cans around, and he bossed around everybody, and he whooped that set.
Somebody trolling me. Oh, Henry, you funny, man.
Are you kidding? I was having a nervous breakdown, and you came, and I was so nervous. I was so nervous, David. That's why you flew up and you came and you were awesome and you were very supportive.
Photos that I have, I tell you, when I look back on them, I cry all the time because I can see on your face, that you are just in heaven. You're just so into the directing part of it. It was just so amazing to watch. So
this one you got clean hands. You ain't never scammed no fans. You're oh, we could do this.
You know what shots you wanted. You were so great with your crew and lining up.
Yeah, you know what? I always get so almost debilitatingly nervous before, but as soon as I step on a set and start shooting, I'm fine. I did the same thing with Superman and Lois. I was beside myself. I was terrified, and then as soon as I stepped on set, I was fine.
And you did a great job. It was such a cool episode.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks. Well, I will see you in Switzerland. No. In Scotland.
Scotland, look, guys, they traveling together.
I did that the other day too. I'll see you in Scotland.
Will I see you before? I guess not. That's coming up pretty quick, actually.
Yeah, that's the next one I have.
Can you believe February's
Shout out to
over?
Kim John Austin said wouldn't do anything with anyone that can contradict his myths.
But it is crazy.
That's a truthful
Time's
statement.
flying.
Yeah.
And then you're doing C2E2 as well?
I'll be in Chicago with you. Yep.
Oh, good. Are we doing any other ones together?
I think we have a couple more.
We do?
So.
Oh.
I think in the UK, maybe.
They getting money out there.
Maybe.
I got money.
Ireland, Belfast.
Oh, in September. I can't think that far ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it's way down the road, but there might be one other one somewhere. I just don't know which one it is.
Okay. Fun. Anyway, we're going to have fun in Scotland.
I think so. I love Scotland.
I've never
such
been.
an amazing... Ever?
Nope.
Oh.
Good luck, y'all.
I've only been to Glasgow.
Genuine support out here, guys.
We're going Aberdeen, so it'll be...
It looks pretty. I was looking on a map and looking at stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Scotland's really green, just like Ireland's really green.
Cool. Okay, so really quickly, what are your next shows?
Next weekend, I'll be in Oklahoma City at Oklahoma City Pop Con, something like that. And then I'll be at Awesome Con in Washington, D.C.
I love that one.
It's a good show. And then that one I'll be there. And then I know I have the one in Scotland. There's one in Detroit called Astronomicon.
I'm going to do, what's the other Detroit one?
Motor City Comic Con.
Yeah, I'm doing that one.
That's a good show. A really good show. We'll
I'm
be
looking
at
these up.
C2E2. I have one in Houston, Texas coming up. Collecticon Houston. Are you doing that one or no? No.
No. I'm doing it. Nope.
Collecticon Orlando.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I'm doing that one.
I'll see you in Orlando, Florida as well. So obviously check out our IG pages and you can see where
Patrick's guy over there
going to be in the next couple months. But hey, we know we're going to be in Aberdeen, Scotland together. We know we're going to be in Chicago together. And we now know we're going to be in Orlando, Florida together.
Yes.
Those all happen before May. So that's really quick.
Orlando is May, I think.
Might be the very first, like May 5th and 6th, something like that.
That's a clever way of saying they're not doing Ranger Stop
that was
Orlando.
so fun.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's canceled, by the way.
I just got issue 2 in the mail today. Should we read it?
Maybe.
See, my phone would start ringing.
Dude, be like,
Amy Joe!
Amy Joe!
I mean, why not? Big T's.
Big
I won't. Matthew would kill me.
I think.
Oh my goodness.
Kill you.
Okay, guys. Anything else y'all got?
Okay. So that's that. I think we're gonna hop off now.
Well, thank you everybody that has tuned in, that has come and gone. We appreciate you. Hopefully you had some fun. Please, from the bottom of my heart, not that she needs the plug, but order Amy Jo and Matt's comics. Obviously, you can tell by this first one, it's pretty amazing. And everybody involved in it has done such an amazing job. It's so cool. So I'm so happy that the first run sold out, and I hope it just keeps escalating like that.
I hope so. I hope people really enjoy the story. We really definitely put our heart and soul into it. It's been a long time coming, as you know.
I do know. We got some powwows. But you guys,
while I'm cooking.
Great job.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
Love you 3.
Of this.
Y'all just gonna act like I'm not here? What the fuck?
I want you to wear.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Why? No. But maybe.
If you wear your pink suit.
I don't have one.
I don't have a blue one.
I know you
They
do.
capping.
Stop the cap.
They capping.
I've seen you in it.
Yeah.
Oh, they were capping.
Go work on that. I think that would be fun, David.
Sure, for you it would be. Yeah.
So fun. Oh my God.
Say goodbye. You hang up. No, you hang up.
We read issue 2 while we're in Scotland and we're together. Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. It's easier. This actually worked out great like this.
Y'all had some sound issues.
You mean like if we sat next to each other and read it?
Yeah, but this actually makes more sense.
Yeah. I'm okay with whatever.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye. Love you.
Bye. Adios. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming and watching us.
All right. See you, Amy. I'm going to hit you up after stream. We going to collab. We got to set up that interview. All right. Peace. Good job. All right. We got it. We got her. Ladies and gentlemen, where we at?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Because they definitely gonna delete that live stream. That shit ain't gonna be nowhere. But on this channel, it was pretty quick. What did you guys think? What did you think of it? What was your best part? Let me see if I could find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. MMPR, The Return. It might, I know someone else reviewed it.
The Return.
No, I can't find it yet. Usually somebody will upload it electronically. And it sucks, but this is how it be. You be like, wait, what? Yeah, man. They bootleg your shit and put it up on the internet for everyone. But what did you guys think of Emma? Of Emma. Yeah, I'm saying of Emma. She had to change her name because she is, whatchamacallit, Austin St. John. Why they got him as a grizzled old man? Like, we know he not that grizzled. Where we at? We know he not like that, but yeah. Hey, look, man. Hey, you gotta do something. But anywho, that was the stream, guys. And look, hold on. Let me show you what TJ caught. TJ caught this. Oh my goodness. Like, why they be going in on me, man? Like, can I live? Like, can I do anything? Now, I know this is a troll. Can we hire HenryResilient so it doesn't look like an upper class neighborhood? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I mean, my background is cool, but, I don't, what I'm saying? We ball on a budget over here. We ball on a budget. But what does the chat say? Henry has a great respect for them because normally he's talking, pausing, rewinding. Well, I couldn't do it because we were live, but they were cool. They were cool. I got no shade. I got nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do the order. I mean, he was part of it, but I don't think he collected the 142 racks. You got to talk to Karen Ashley about this shit. I mean,
Gotta get my bag and run.
but anyway, I didn't want to do like a long stream. Should I delete the stream or should I keep it? What do you guys think? Delete it, leave it up so other people can see it, or delete it and then react to it live with everybody? Anywho, me, I'm trying to get you into the movie. Oh, that's you? What the hell? What the hell, TJ? No, look, that was TJ. He's like, yo, that's me. I'm trying to get you into the movie. Like, god damn, TJ. God damn.
God damn.
Oh man, can we get Drew's take on this more? Y'all want more Drew? Drew's what? Happy affiliate anniversary. Shout out to Twitch, Hawkert. This is crazy. That means I started covering XQC a year ago, a little bit over, and I got affiliate instantly. That's wild. It's been a year that fast. How many people I got watching on Twitch? Like 3,000, like I used to.
Nope.
Probably like 3. It's all good. We'll get to Twitch. There is a no pixel update. They lost the court case. So we have that. We can get out of here. I can hit y'all with some funny shit before I get up out of here. Unless y'all got like something y'all want. We got a sister looking for a boyfriend.
Looking for a cute boyfriend I could buy a car for and a PS5 for. I just got my income tax, so hit me up. Looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for a cute boyfriend I could buy a car for and a PS5 for. I just got my income tax, so hit me up. Looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for a cute boyfriend I could buy a car for and a PS5 for. I just got my income tax, so hit me up. Looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for a cute boy.
I know I'm over here wilding. Look, man, it's been some tough times out here. Like, you got Taylor Swift looking like Chucky and shit. You got chat like Vince McMahon stream. Look, I swear to God, watch. This is what's gonna happen. I think it's you and Sean Rhea like Vince McMahon stream. I could put one on and it's gonna be like 5 of us. It'll be all 5 of us. But you know, I said I'm gonna do it. Oh, she got 2 videos up. She's starving. Yeah, she got 2 videos up. I had her twice.
What's up? I'll buy you a PS5 if you be my boyfriend. I just got my mental health check today. I'm looking for a boyfriend. And I got my child support. I got my nails done. Hey, be my boyfriend.
Yo, which one of y'all ninjas then gave her a baby? Which one of y'all ninjas gave her a baby? It is juicy. It is juicy. I'm not gonna lie. It's juicy as shit. Every day somebody is commenting on it. I have his lawsuit saved, like in the federal registry. I'm waiting on his response. I think if I do a Vince McMahon stream with his response, it'd be better. Someone's saying like, you can't unsee the Chucky. You look. We since it's only 50 of us, we can do this for a little bit. We cool. Once you see it, hold on. I think it's square. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. This is Taylor Swift. This is Tay Bay. We got Charles Barkley. People trying to get Charles Barkley canceled. Like, this shit's wild.
But number one, man, it was awesome. I wasn't really comfortable with the women doing this shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah. They should be in the kitchen.
Oh my God. First of all, you better be careful. Don't say that shit. Because I don't want to get fired. I don't want to say that shit. I don't want to get fired. But I really enjoyed the men thing because it was.
Look, man, they tried to get Unc out of here, man. How am I supposed to hold food down with her looking like that? Who you talking about? You talking about boyfriend? Oh, we got. If you think she bad, like this is not a doll. This is what happens when. This is what happens when that plastic surgery. You get addicted to it and shit. You be like, I need that plastic surgery. I need it. I need it. Where's the plastic surgery? This is bad, man.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh man. Joe Rogan. Man, Rogan, I don't have a fan base. I mean, like, I do have a fan base. I got y'all. But they want people with like 100 times my fan base. Like, you gotta have like 1 million subs to get on Joe Rogan. Like, I don't got that. But shout out to all the people getting plastic surgery and shit. It's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. What else do we have? I think we've seen most of these guys. I got to get my motivational clip up. You seen AI grandma? Ooh.
One thing in this world that you need to know. No one's going to have the guts to tell you. I wish I had been prepared for it.
Grandma, what?
Learn how to give a good blowjob.
Oh my God.
Just one more thing.
Look, guys, these are gems. I know we got the union up in this bitch. But grandma is she giving out sound advice, right?
Thing in this world that you need to know. No one's gonna have the guts to tell you. I wish I had been prepared for it.
Oh shit, Sam.
Learn how to give a good blowjob.
Oh my God! Hey, look, man.
Oh, the humanity.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Austin's chair is gonna say for the Drew stream. We do have. I mean, I can't show you this. It's some stuff I can't show you because it'll get me like kicked off YouTube. We got brothers saying I don't chase booty, which is gonna be a soundbite.
I don't chase booty. If I got to chase my wife, then I'm gonna have to keep chasing her to keep her.
That's right.
You men that chase women, the moment you start chasing that woman, you're gonna have to keep chasing her.
Keep it up.
That keep her. You're gonna have to keep it up.
That's right.
And once she see you chasing her, she gonna deliberately do things that make you run her down.
That's right.
I chase God.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
I won't never chase a woman long as I'm black.
No.
And as far as I know, God ain't changing my color. I don't chase booty.
Are you the greatest?
I think that's gonna be a soundbite at some point when I fix my soundboard. It's so much stuff that I've showed you guys a decent amount. We do got Twee up in this bitch. I mean, anywho, guys. What else is going on? Is there anything I'm missing? We got look at White Henry over here.
I know what you're probably thinking. Henry has awesome kneecaps.
Like my brother.
I do have awesome kneecaps.
Brother!
I used to be really self-conscious about my kneecaps, but then one day I realized how beautiful they were.
Or is that my sister?
We're all beautiful in Mother Nature's eyes. I also have voluptuous calf muscles. I know what you're probably
Look, man, White Henry going crazy out
thinking.
here.
Henry has awesome kneecaps.
Holy shit. White Henry.
I do have awesome kneecaps.
Oh my good. Look, man, Henry, chill, brother. You bringing the bad name back.
I used to be really self-conscious about my kneecaps, but then one day I realized how beautiful they were. We're all beautiful in Mother Nature's eyes.
Who is recording my brother right here?
I also have voluptuous calf muscles. I know what you're.
Hey guys, do not be with me. I be indulging in dumb shit. We got Puff Daddy trying to get his kiss on. We got a teacher who was letting some kids chop her back down like 30 times. We got We got dirty ass grandfathers out here and shit, man. Like, take that diaper off, just move it to the side. Like, god damn, bro. God damn. Anywho, Henry got a shout out. Yay. Did they shout me out? I know, man. Freaking white Henry going crazy. Black man.
Hey, black man. I love you. I appreciate you. I adore you. Ain't nothing better than a black man to be in this world.
King Kofi.
If you're a black man, you're a king. You will always be a king.
Look, he got king in his name. King is in his name.
Hey, black man.
She
I
calling
love
you,
you.
brother.
I appreciate you. I adore you.
Yeah, that brother's
Ain't
starving.
nothing better than a black man to be in this world. If you're a black man, you're a king. You will always be a king. Ooh-wee. Hey, black man.
I think maybe "Hey Black Man" could be a soundbite. It's like I gotta work on it. I gotta have time and shit. I'm extremely. We got Grandpa. Who said love is dead? Who said love is dead? Look at this. This is love. Shit. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. I think we went way too far back. I mean, I'll be watching stupid shit like this. Why am I like this? Look, I have no idea why I'm like this, but y'all been rocking with me.
Finally.
Hey.
It's been 10 minutes. You been here late?
No, I'm here now.
Okay. Let's get to business. Got any needs? Come on.
Oh, I thought we'd get to know each other first.
No, don't do this. Please. Not me. What do you mean?
I mean, you're special.
I'm not special.
You are.
My boy said they were able to get it with a click of a finger. I'm the same as them.
I like you.
What do you mean you like me? There's nothing special about me. Are you not comprehending? I'm a piece of shit like them. I brought you to the same location. There's nothing special about me. Please don't do this, please.
I just think we should get to know each other.
Oh my god, it's always me.
Look. This is when you come across a woman who used to be a 304 and now she's delivered and now she done found God and now she don't want to be a 304 no more. So now she's not trying to get BJs in the park. And fortunately, he's the guy she's pulling this shit on, where every other guy just, went past, collected their BJ and going on about their way. But anywho, guys, I really didn't have nothing planned other than watching the reading of Amy Jo's Kickstarter comic. Unless y'all got something, or let me see, let me check Henry Court. I think we got something. What does this say? I gotta make sure. Henry Court, if you're a Power Ranger fan, you need to be in Henry Court. There is a Power Ranger section that has other people in there talking about Power Rangers. So when I'm not on stream, if you want to submit something, you can always post it over there. You can always DM me, but my DMs is a little different now. I turned off read receipts and shit. So, I have so people can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like messaging me like, you didn't respond. I'm like, I got read receipts off. How you know I even saw that shit, huh? Brent out. Bring out Brent and keep it going. I don't know where Brent at. Let's see if he watching. All right, here, I'll drop the link. Give me 1 second. I'll drop the link. If anyone want to come up, they can come up. StreamYard.com. Vicky, okay. Okay, Vicky, I see you, sister. What did you guys think though overall? Are y'all gonna go buy the comic? Put a 1 in the chat if you're gonna go buy the comic. Just say, yeah, I'm gonna go buy it. Just put a 1. I know we have a short audience. I didn't advertise much. Hit the link if you want to go up. Brent may be watching. We may get an exclusive Brent interview if he click it. I believe he was timed out for 24 hours. That was what I told April to do. Like, hey, if he trip, just time out 24 hours. Give him a little break ski. Okay. Oh wow, we got a decent amount of people that's gonna go buy it. That's great. Here, I'll pin the link. So if anyone wants to come up, you want to cam up, like Cheyenne, people we ain't never seen before, Diane King, she came up before. Vicky, if she don't, she like, I'm at the bar now. What we drinking? Ooh, Brent, Brent, hit the link. Now you can come up. It's a small audience. This stream might get deleted. You know what I'm saying? Brent's here. She didn't time me out for 24 hours. Damn, I told her 24 hours. Shit, I'm gonna have to talk to April. He like, oh, I'm here. I think the comic is worth it. Well, look, come talk your shit, Brent. You have the floor. It's only 40 of us here. We chilling, and and Hawkard on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Hawkard. Salute to Hawkard. Hold me down on Twitch over there. Shit, boy, man, let me tell you. Let's see who's going to hit. Like, how do I be knowing? Well, my disagreement with Britt get me timed out. Funny. TJ cool. TJ can hang with the best of them. But Brent, they like hit the link, Brent. Hit the link, Brent. You have the floor, Brent, to talk your ish, Brent. I swear I'm not always drinking. Yeah, right, Vicky. Yeah, right, Vicky. What we drinking? Take a shot for me. Okay, hey, Manchester, what's up? Salute to you. Where's everyone from? Where is everyone from? I see we got Augusto, who always is somehow lying down and shit when he call in. I don't know what Augusto be doing. He be laughing at the stream and shit, though. Yo, Augusto, what up?
Hey, Henry, what up, my man? How's it going?
It is going good, man. It's going
great,
good,
great.
Real good.
I hit the link. I was hoping Brent would come up first, but I wouldn't want to steal his spotlight though.
Oh, man. I don't know. Brent acting camera shy. He acting camera shy.
Oh no, he's not. I assure you that.
What'd you think of the whole Karen Ashley scammer stuff that was on Facebook?
Wow. You're setting the internet on fire, man. You're setting the internet. The Henry virus is spreading like.
Damn, I'm a virus. I'm a virus.
No, I say it in a positive way because look, personally, I'm a Power Rangers fan, but there were things that I've become aware of after coming in contact with your material. For example, I never knew that the Order existed, and I never knew that. Look, I've been a Power Rangers fan for years, and I never knew that. And
Brent,
then
coming up next.
And then one day, going over your streams while the JDF investigation was an ongoing investigation, it appeared on my feed. I clicked on it, and I said, "What the heck is going on here? The Order, blah 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 blah." I never knew it existed. Then I began, looking for it. Never found it because I thought it had been released.
Mm-hmm.
And look at what happened. But it was a major scam. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound disrespectful. I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. Look, I know people who have done movies, lo-fi movies and what have you, using a cell phone with no budget at all whatsoever.
Yes, I've seen them like that. I've seen movies that were specifically filmed with an iPhone just to show the artistic that it could be done.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm moving. Okay,
bro, are you in jail? Was you in just a jail cell? I saw bars in your room. Like, what the hell?
Oh no. That's the bars we use here in DR. That's an old tradition.
Wait, yo, you got kidnapped people in there? Like, what's going on, man?
No.
No, we in the DR, my friend.
I went in for a drink. You see?
Oh, you got a little cerveza, huh?
So you see,
what is this getting? First Vicky at the bar, now you getting oiled up on stream. Like, goddamn, look, man, Brent is in the background waiting. What else do you want to add?
Well, I just wanted to add. It's a pity that there were certain people involved in that. I was still laughing until a while ago regarding last night's story. The Red Ranger doll in the coffin and all that. And the comic book that Amy Jo produced, she delivered $500,000. She delivered a heartfelt comic. It's going to go for second printing. It shows you the power that Power Rangers, especially MMPR, has. And I hope to see more, and you just keep them coming. But again, you're setting the internet ablaze, man.
You know what? This Power Ranger, I got to get back to Twitch soon. They calling me. They're like, Henry, we seen you doing all this Power Ranger shit, but we got breaking Twitch news we need you to cover. I'm like, all right, I'll be back next week.
I hear you. But please keep those ASJ stories coming, man.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll find
Take
some
care,
more.
man.
Thank you. All right, guys. Are you ready? The king of Talk Smack, the guy who got timed out, I thought for 24 hours, but he was like, no. He comes on the stream, he gets in the chat, and he says one thing and one thing only, and that is,
acknowledge me.
So today, let's acknowledge friend of the show, bad boy, JDF, antagonist, Mr. VP. Look, he's at the office, guys. Brent works so damn hard. When I stream at 8 o'clock and I go live and I drop the link at midnight, he's at the office. You want to get rich? You need to get there early and leave late. All right, Brent, how have you been, buddy? What's been going on? Looks like you're getting a little gray hair up there. They stressing you out? Your worker is stressing you out? On the quest to be Hayam Saban of the industry? Go ahead, Brett. How you been, man? How have you been?
Good. So, the comic, I disagree with TJ. I think the artwork is phenomenal. I think it's great, and I'm surprised I didn't get timed out for disagreeing with him. Because the live stream, I was actually defending JDF because
wait, no way, stop the cap.
Yes, I was, because Sanuraka said that a proper martial arts school doesn't give out black belts until they're 18. I'm like, JDF got his first black belt at 12, and he went to a proper martial arts school, and then Pisano or whatever his name is started arguing with me. I'm like, yeah, I'm just stating the facts that Sanuraka said that a proper martial arts school doesn't give out black belts at 18. That's what she said, and I'm disputing that notion. And then I get timed out for 24 hours, which is hilarious, absolutely funny. Because I'm at the one time I'm defending April. If I was arguing against JDF, I could see why I would disagree with it, but I could see why because she's trying to push a pro JDF agenda, okay. and I get that. But I was defending him, so it didn't make any sense to me. But yeah, the comic. Back to the comic. I think it's great. The artwork is phenomenal. And
what do you think about the storyline of her changing her name to Emma? Where the hell did the Emma name come from?
I don't know Emma, because I saw Susie Q. I don't think that had any relation. Flashpoint, her name was Julia.
Okay.
I don't know. I just can't see any relation. That's probably just a random name, maybe a family member. Maybe a close friend of hers. I don't know why
all
Emma.
Right. Well, all right. Now let's go back to the stream, because normally I do get your opinion on the topics I cover. What do you think about ASJ having 3 black belts by the age of 18? One in Taekwondo.
One in Taekwondo. I think maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. I can't answer, because JDF got his first one at 12. Yeah. Which is very impressive, and I 100% believe it, because just watching him on the show, the moves are just absolutely impressive. So he's exceptional in that regard. So I could see how maybe ASJ, maybe the type of black belt. I have no martial. I mean, the highest belt that I got in Taekwondo was yellow. So
hey, some people want to fight you. That may come in handy,
right? So yellow. I mean, it comes after white. If people don't know. So if people want to look up my Taekwondo experience, yellow, that's what I have, which it would basically, I don't think they even keep record of those. Probably they don't keep record of that. But anyway,
that might be more than Austin St. John.
I don't know. Maybe the type of black belt that he got is different than what JD. I don't know. I have no idea what about any of this stuff. So
Okay, all
I have
right.
no experience, so I can't speak on that.
You can't
That's
speak
just
on
my
that.
speculation.
The next time you see him, are you going to ask him about the 3 black belts at 18?
I mean, I could.
I mean, doesn't he owe you an interview?
He said he would give me an interview. I don't know if he, at that moment, that's what he said. Like, he's like, I'll give you an interview right now. I was like, Austin, you have people waiting. And the reason why he said that, it's a whole different issue. And I don't want to scare certain people off and have them accuse me of twisting their words, even though I have word for word what they said.
So
But
he wanted to give you an interview regarding Twee being a waitress. Now, yesterday.
No. Not just that. It was regarding what happened with the negotiations or whatever, and I think part of that has to do with Twee, because he's what they said in the Fanware video was absolutely I don't want to say half-assed, because that's not a very nice term.
Just give us your honest opinion. So
I think it was if you're gonna say something about the strike, you have to give the details. You have to go all the way. Like, if you shouldn't go halfway like that, because if you do that, then you have people like Francis, who has very credible power in the Power Rangers community, filling in the holes and asking legitimate questions that put doubt in people's minds. And unlike what people think, I think Frances is very credible in the Power Rangers community, and her word has power. And that's why when she says certain things, I bring my opinion along with the facts. And until Austin and Walter...
By facts, you mean what they tell you, right?
No, what she said, and I bring my opinion.
Okay. All right.
And until Walter and Austin, they elaborate, I feel that her words, that's what most fans of the Power Rangers, they're going to take her word. And I told Austin, you want JD's assistant, if you want her to fill the whole, if that's what you want Twee's legacy to be, then that's what they're going to hear. That's what they're listen to. And
so what is your interpretation of Twee's legacy? From Francis' point of view.
From Francis's point of view.
How do you interpret Twee's legacy from Francis' point of view?
Francis' point of view. Based on what she said, what Francis thinks and what JDF thinks is they're not one of the same.
Okay, so what do you think Francis think? Come on, man, answer the question. You're talking in circles.
What do I think that she thinks?
Yeah.
I think Francis thinks very positively of Twee. And I think that she did mean, when she said that she's a fragile girl, I do believe she meant injuries. I do believe that. But that's not the message that was brought out, because she said she was a fragile girl, but she had a lot of potential and a dynamic aura. And if people want to dispute that, then go look at the recording.
Okay, so what was the message that was put out there then?
That she was a fragile girl, but she had a lot of potential, dynamic aura, and she followed a fake-ass Jerry Maguire. Francis agreed with that statement.
I agree. It was a fake-ass Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, fake-ass. She agreed with that statement, and she thinks that what Francis, I believe, what she thinks is that, I think she thinks very positively of Twee. I don't think that's the issue, but the message she said that what JDF said, that's the issue.
What did she say that JDF said? Come on.
Let me try to remember. I could probably pull up. I have the facts, but she said that she looked so embarrassed. And I do believe that what Francis said, waitress is a very dignified job, I don't disagree with that.
Let's take a pause. Austin St. John said, if you're waiting tables as an actress, you failed on the entrepreneurial side of the business.
Right, and I agree. Because when you're an actor and actress, you're not. You wanted to act. Is that fair to say? You want roles. Is that fair to say? You don't want to be doing things like those aren't that you'd rather be acting in a studio rather than waiting tables.
So Jason said she was wasting away on the vine. She failed on the entrepreneurial side. Is that a
but
true
that's
statement?
not what that's not the issue. The issue I have is when JDF said she looked embarrassed. He felt it was so disrespectful to order something from her. Why are you so fixated on that she's a waitress? Why is that why are you even discussing that? That's the issue.
Okay, we'll come back to that issue, but what about your thoughts on what Austin St. John said about people who are actors being waitresses failing?
On the entrepreneurial side.
On the entrepreneurial side and wasting away on the vine.
Yeah, I mean, that's if they're waiting tables and they're not acting, then they're not getting roles and they're not fulfilling their potential. Then yeah,
so
I mean,
it's failing.
Are they failing?
Yes. Are they?
I don't know
if you're a waitress and you're not acting, are you failing at acting? According to Austin St. John, would you? Does that jive?
If you're waiting tables and not acting, are you failing on the entrepreneurial side?
Yes. Do you agree with his statement?
You could be doing other things besides waitressing. I mean,
I'm looking for a yes or no. Yes, I agree, or no, I don't agree.
So you're saying if you're waiting tables, are you failing on the entrepreneurial side?
Correct. Look at this guy.
I can't answer that. It's a very tough question to answer because I don't know.
Well, do you agree with the statement? If you were an actor in a big production like Power Rangers and 3 years later you're bussing tables, did you fail on the entrepreneurial side of being an actor? Do you agree with it? It's a yes, I agree, or no, I don't agree. Austin is full of shit. Which one is
I
it?
think I agree with that. Actually, I do agree. So I do. So I do agree with that statement. But again,
whoa. So she, in your mind, she failed as an actor on the entrepreneurial side.
She did The Crow.
No, Brent. You said you agree with his statement, and I'm just clarifying that you agree that Twee failed as an actress on the entrepreneurial side. You just said you agreed.
Like if you're waiting tables and not acting, then you're not acting. So yes, you're not acting. So that means you're not fulfilling your potential as an actor. Yeah, I mean, what was that?
So you agree with the whole failure thing now?
But I mean, it's very tough to get acting roles. Like Johnny Young Bosch, he failed on the respect of acting, so he resorted to voice acting, which is a phenomenal job. So if you want to be an actor and you're waiting tables, you fail in the respect that you're not acting.
Okay, so all right, so you agree with him on that. Now, with that being said, is there a difference between someone thinking that Twee was a failed actress versus someone feeling embarrassed ordering from her?
There is.
Two outlooks?
Yes.
So go ahead, elaborate on that. But let's hear how he takes ASJ's side, who just blatantly called her a failure on the acting side.
Because if you're not if you're waiting tables, you're not acting, then you're failing in the aspect that you're not getting roles. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate reality of many people.
Do you think? Now, sorry to interrupt you, but remember, if you watch the video, Austin said after he walked off the show, he was homeless for 6 months. Do you think her following fake Jerry Maguire with literally no plan had an impact on her not getting acting roles?
First of all, Twee is her own person, and for her to say that she followed ASJ, you're saying it's all Jermaine's fault.
Joining him in the strike. Because he was the one who walked, and he said, Twee walked with me, and Walter came too.
Right. But the fact that she followed him or placed it on him,
You
no.
want to play? Oh, so it's not his fault at all.
She needs to take. She joined him. It's not like she has to take ownership of whatever she does. So it's her.
It's her
She's
fault.
my favorite, but she has to take responsibility for whether staying on the show or leaving. She can't place on Austin St. John. That's
Okay.
not.
All right. So he's saying, all right. Okay. So he's saying it's her fault for following him or joining him because she's
right. I wouldn't put it as fault. I mean, that you want to put it that way. That's fine. But she needs to take responsibility for the decision that she makes.
If I say, hey guys, hey guys, I know we're all at work and we're gonna strike, and once we strike, they're gonna bring us back at our rate because that was the plan, right? You strike because you're not getting what you want, in the hopes of getting what you want, right? Is that what would you agree with that statement?
You're striking because you're not getting what you want, yeah.
And you're hoping by striking you get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, glad we're in agreement there. So now you have the leader of the strike, which is Austin St. John, right? Is he the leader of the strike?
Does it matter? I mean, whether it's her or Walter, or Twee. I mean, it doesn't matter whether he was a leader or not. Like,
Brent, come on now. You know he was the leader of the strike.
Okay,
well,
we'll just say what it is because I saw the fanword video and he deferred to Walter. That's what he said in the fanword video, but it doesn't really matter whether he was a striker.
If I'm leading 100 people to striking and I say, let's strike, guys, and they say, all right, guys, you're striking with Henry. All right, all of you are fired. And then people are, he was homeless. She was busting tables. Do I have any accountability for leading people to believe that if we strike, we will get what we wanted, and we end up not getting what we wanted, and we end up worse off because not only did we strike, but we lost our jobs.
Twee knew the risks. She knew the risks of what she was doing.
So that's a no. If I
why are you placing on ASJ? It's
I'm not trying to place anything. I'm saying if I am the leader of the strike and I convince 100 people to leave the company with me, and as a result of us striking, we get fired, and now we're in financial perils. Do I have no blame because everyone is an adult and they chose to be with me, correct?
Actually, Austin has look. He's to blame for his decision. Twee's to blame for her decision, and Walter's to blame for the fact that you're blaming ASJ for Twee leaving. That's not no. They have to take responsibility for what they do or don't do.
Okay, so it's Twee's fault. All right.
Well, it's for her. Yeah, that's her. She needs to take responsibility. What? You can't say it's Jermaine's fault. That's not how. No.
Okay. He said it's not Jermaine's fault. Now let's move on to something else. What about Karen Ashley in the order? How do you feel about the fans that donated money? The fans who donated money that were supposed to receive a comic book, the fans that donated money that were supposed to receive a shirt, be in the movie. Is it on them to read the fine print, or they should get some type of compensation from Karen Ashley and the other Rangers who benefited from their donation?
So this movie was that Indiegogo was 7 years ago,
something like that.
Okay.
Do they have any responsibility to the fans?
Because when you make these movies,
it's a yes. For one, let's just say yes or no before you go into a detail. Does Karen Ashley owe the fans anything for donating and not getting what they were promised?
Yes, so if they were I haven't looked into this, but let's just assume
some people were promised a comic book. Some people were promised to be in the movie. They donated their money in hopes of receiving this, and they got nothing in return. Does Karen Ashley owe them any compensation or refund?
I don't know the details, but let's just assume that we'll take what you say that they were if you donate to this campaign, you will get this. If you donate this amount, you will get this. And if they did, if that's the case, then they should have got something. But we don't know what's in the. I have to look in. I don't know much about this order situation, but let's say this 142,833. Let's say the cost of that went to shooting the movie.
What do you
And
mean? They never shot anything other than a trailer.
Okay, then they should have if they have funds left over, they should pay back the donors what they were promised. But I honestly I don't know too much, but I'm taking your word for it. I would say yes, they deserve.
Now, when they didn't get anything back, would that make the order a scam?
Will that make an order a scam? Again, I don't know the details of this, but I'm taking your word for it.
Based on my details, would that make
based on what you're telling me
is the order a scam? If people were promised to be a part of the movie, promised comic books, promised shirts, merch, a paintball trip with Austin St. John, and they donated in hopes of receiving that perk for their donation, and they never got it, is this Indiegogo considered a scam?
If there's no disclaimer.
Okay, so you want to hang your hat on a disclaimer that says, hey, if you donate money, it's at your own risk, and there's no guarantee that
that you will get these things.
Then it's on the fans for being stupid.
It's a risk, and I know it's not right. I don't, but that's just I've seen these Indiegogo campaigns. This is not the only one that does this.
Yeah, we had Austin St. John with Survival's End who did the same thing.
And then I've seen other campaigns, not outside of the Power Rangers actors, that do this. And it's very risky. The only Indiegogo campaign I got was like a COVID mask. But I made sure to make sure that if in the disclaimer that if you don't get the product, you're refunded.
So some people are saying it's a scam if no one got what they paid for.
Right, and it's I have to look into this, Henry, because I know you when you record these things, you're recording me. Every interaction I have with you is recorded. And I know you're whether it's and you're so careful about privacy, and I respect that, but I feel that goes both ways. So you know what I mean? So I know that whether I'm on this live or otherwise, every interaction is recorded. So you're going to take what I say out of context.
Not everyone.
So I have to look into this order thing. I don't know much about it.
Now,
so
you have a direct line to Karen Ashley. Are you going to ask Karen Ashley about the order and what happened to the money?
I don't have a direct line to her, but if I see her, I'll definitely ask about it. I mean, because it seems very if she actually scammed people, then there would be backlash because she's not the only one. Nakia was also co-producer. Multiple Ranger actors participated in this, and there seems to be no backlash. So it seems kind of like there must be another. We have to hear the other side.
Yeah, you are our on the ground reporter, if you will, and Austin St. John. He did a similar thing and collected $12,000. So are you going to ask him about the Survival's End money?
Oh, sure. If a flexible goal. That means
that they got paid.
You guys already know what that means.
Flexible goals mean they got paid, guys.
They got paid, but if they are able to show the receipts of the expenses incurred making Survival's End with the receipts, then.
You think he's got receipts? You think what about the allegation that Francis made that there were people who reached out to him, contacted him? Oh, in fact, I think we may have. Let me see. Was it this one? Yeah. It's now been 4 years, and I've not seen anything from this contribution. I've attempted to email with no response. Someone please let me know. This is a comment by Angela Lala. Which I imagine if you want to know, you're not some ASJ fan, you probably donated money. What about the allegation that he blocked someone that donated money to his campaign that never received their perk? You gonna ask him about that or no?
I mean, there's only so much. I mean, if all these compilation AHA compilation, there's only so much I could ask in a limited amount of time. I mean,
you need me to send you an email with all the questions, or
sure? I won't get to all. I probably won't get to all, but I'll try. I mean, there's no guarantee. Like, I'm not some superhero. I mean, people think that you can just ask. It's so easy. People think it's so easy to ask David. No, you have to be very. You have to. People think I don't read the room. I go on this channel and choose not to read the room. But
how are you just gonna disrespect the channel, Brent? You read the room at cons, but you don't read the room here. That's
because as JDF says, it's important to be transparent, and I'm transparent.
But you don't think you should read the room a little bit to avoid getting like timed out and hurt feelings and all that.
I was the last time April needs to read the chat again, and if she wants to push a JDF agenda, she needs to realize I was defending JDF, and she needs to block me if I'm saying that JDF is something negative about it. I could see why you're timing me out for the whole. I'll totally understand that. I won't agree with it, but I understand it. But I was defending him. You need to do a better job of blocking people or timing people out that are. You blocked me or timed me out because I was defending JDF.
So that's not good. It should go both ways. If people are arguing with you, they should get timed out and vice versa.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that if I'm saying something good about JDF, don't time me out just because I'm arguing. Actually, read what I write before you time me out. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Is Jason Lawrence Geiger a scammer if no one got the perks from this Indiegogo? If the allegations are true, does that make him a scammer?
I have to look into this Indiegogo before I make that determination. I'm not going to answer that question, and then you're going to use it as a sound clip. You're going to use it against me when people claim that I twisted words, and you're trying to.
I'm not trying to twist anyone's words, but I know what you said in the past and present.
Oh yeah, and I'm trying to. I don't remember the exact situation when I said it, but if you play the whole clip. If you decide to play that, I don't think I had I gave you permission to do that. But if you play the whole clip, I'll be happy to explain it. And people won't like it. They'll say that you're anti whatever. But
we know
if you want to play the whole clip, that's fine.
We know you're anti JDF, man.
Right. I'm transparent about that. It's not like I'm a cheerleader and then behind the scenes I'm some sort of different person. No.
Hey, you're standing on business, so you're not gonna say Austin St. John is scammer. Even though
I'll look into this and I'll get back.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with Survival's End, so.
What about the Karen Ashley Indiegogo that never came to be? You gonna
I'm looking at it as well because there's look at him, Steve, and then Catherine, and I saw David Yost and Jason Font and David Fielding and Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and then Aaron Cahill I think was in there too.
When you see him, you need to ask him one question. Did you receive any financial compensation from the order? That's a yes or no question.
Right.
Did you receive any financial compensation from the order? What about the Austin St. John beating up 4 brown people at the gas station? Sam, I see you in the background. What do you say to that story?
I personally, there might be some it's hard to say. He might be telling a story, and I personally, I don't believe it, but I don't. But the thing is, like, I don't, and I would tell that to us. I don't believe it, but he might have an explanation for it. But I personally, I don't believe it. But
All right. Okay. Cool. So you don't believe that story. What about the Power Rangers story where the doll is buried with the dad?
The dog?
The doll, the
doll
is buried with the father. That story.
I believe it.
Okay,
I believe it.
Okay.
I believe it.
I'm making sure I'm going over everything we covered yesterday. Normally Brent comes up and shout out to shout out to the answer 06. He said, Brent, would you do a kickboxing match fundraiser?
Nope.
Oh, no,
No.
I'm not. People are so quick to resort to violence because I remember JDF or maybe Tommy Oliver said that martial arts should be the last resort when every other option is you can't solve it with other means. And it seems like people are so quick to want to resort to violence, which is isn't that against what the martial arts principles are about? I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. Anything else you want to let the audience know? Are you available for the Juice stream on the 23rd?
Is that a Friday?
Yes.
I think I'll be available. Yeah.
Excellent. He got some stuff for you.
Really?
Any last words you want to say for the audience? Maybe you want to set the record straight or anything like that, Brett?
With the audience, I mean, I'm surprised. Like, why are you so worried? Just block me if you don't like what I have to say. You know, like, you take issue. You can't call me a flat earther because I bring the facts. But if you don't like what I say, block me. I mean, April. You tie me out, but it's kind of like you need to read what I'm actually saying.
Shit.
I was defending JDF, and you still you just blocked me because you just saw me arguing. You need to look at what I'm actually writing. Go back to the last night's live chat, and you'll see that I was defending JDF. And you need to do a better job of blocking. You need to read the comment, what I'm actually writing before you time me out.
Oh.
And you twist. I did not say that JDF fans don't have principles. I never said that.
I did see you say someone was low class. I think it was Melissa. You said Melissa is of low class in some message board. Maybe it was this channel. Maybe it wasn't. I don't see all your messages and tweets.
I don't remember, but I probably did write that. Because how am I supposed to remember? Because you type these comments. They're very they're not nice, but it's kind of like that's the part of coming up interacting on social media. That's just part of the business. And I'm very surprised that Cheyenne, she's so surprised that, oh my God, Brent could have used or something about ASJ in the command center. Like, you're the one saying that Austin might have stolen valor because he doesn't have real military experience. Well, you have family members that do. And I have no military experience, but I'm able to, like, when people talk about, like, oh, you might have had a certain reaction, like, that's not a big deal. I mean,
okay.
I don't prefer it.
I'm happy you brought up the military experience. What do you think about Susan Matassi talking about how ASJ was removing soldiers wounded from the war on the battlegrounds, and he's the real hero?
He's the real hero?
Yeah, he's a real hero, and Jason is just a martial artist.
I mean, that's just an opinion. That's her opinion. Do I think he's the real hero? I mean, I don't. That's kind of like they want to pump. Look, these people when they say like Austin is the best or whatever. If I were to hire people to be on my team, I would expect them to say good things about me. So when they say all these good things about Austin, I mean, do I agree with what they're saying? I think JDF is the most popular ranger. That there's no disputing that. But if I hired someone, they said that, and I was a ranger actor, and they said that someone else was more popular, I would fire them because they're supposed to be pumping me up. What they're saying is not so unusual. You might disagree with what they're saying, but it's kind of like when Austin's hiring people, they want people that pump him up, that say good things about him. So of course,
do you think
that's what they're
the Austin St. John fans are in a cult?
They're in a cult. There's no really a cult. Do I think that I don't there's no channel that really has a bunch of Austin St. John fans, because even fan word. I was talking about Zachary McGinnis, and this one chat person was like, "We mourn JDF's death. Please shut up about this." And I was like, they thought that I was like a JDF cult fan or whatever, and I don't know if there's
really felt.
they think I'm a JDF cult fan, and it's so this ASJ JDF thing is it's
played
it's
out.
clashing. This is like two sides of the same coin. Like
okay,
this side you have the huge JDF, the passionate fans, and maybe fan word or maybe his former YouTube page. It's the other side. I mean,
okay. Now if you were doing a Power Ranger reboot, right, and you have the option to choose between, let's just say Jason David Frank is alive and Austin St. John, who are you picking to start your Power Ranger franchise?
To start it,
to reboot it.
Oh, that's a tough one because
can only pick
I
one.
feel that Tommy Oliver was the better Ranger, but I feel that Jason Lee Scott was the better leader, and that played out in the TV ratings and the toy sales. So if rebooting it means it's a business, and you want to be concerned about the bottom line and selling toys, because at the end of the day, any reboot or whatever, if there's toys, you're worried about the toy sales. So I would pick Jason Lee Scott. But I would. But the thing is,
wait! You just said the Green Ranger's the more popular Ranger. And
it's the better Ranger. But the thing is,
and which toy is sold more, Green Ranger or Red Ranger?
I don't. I don't know. I mean,
we got him, y'all. We got him.
To reboot, you're talking in terms of the TV show.
Yeah, you're rebooting the show. You got Jason,
right. The popularity of the TV show. I mean, when they started, the popularity was skyrocketing with the first 5 Rangers. Then JDF.
We're talking reboot right now today. You need to start your Power Ranger franchise. You can either have Jason David Frank currently in his current position before he died, and Austin St. John in his current position before he died, to restart your franchise, and you're choosing Austin St. John. Final answer.
In terms of the quality of the show, I would pick Jason Lee, but in terms of toy sales, I would pick JDF because it's a.
Whoa! Didn't you say the show is just an advertisement for the toys?
It is. But look what happened when JDF was the leader. Look what happened. He left midway, and because he claims that Sam Simon wasn't patting them on the back, but the real reason was the toy sales. But when Austin was a leader, the show was, toys were flying off the shelves. You see the lines at Toys R Us, and that's what I'm going off of. But I do believe Jason David Frank was the better Ranger, the more powerful Ranger, for sure.
Okay, so Jason David Frank was the better Ranger,
but Jason Lee Scott was the better leader.
The better leader. All right.
Yeah.
Well, look, guys, better leader is an opinion, and we can never get
right.
That, so,
I never say it was a fact.
we gonna let Brent go. We appreciate Brent coming up and talking his stuff. And I'm gonna email you about Friday because it's gonna be a little different show than that we normally do. But Drew specifically wanted you, so we gonna give Drew what he wants. Any last words, Brent?
Oh, Drew Savon. Okay, I mean, he must be a very passionate Green Ranger fan, because they are. I'm telling you, you go to these cons, they are. I see them with the shopping. But they got the money. They're loaded, and they're passionate. Like, my God, like I could count in, even when JDF's not even present, or like any Ranger is present, these Green Ranger fans, they come out and, God, I could spot so much green and white. He's super popular, and that's why the Rangers, they don't want to speak out against him. That's why they're Johnny Young. They're all they play politics. They call him a prankster. when a prankster, even though I would consider what JDF did to Johnny during the moving car and while they were shooting the movie, that's not really a prank, but
save it for the Johnny Young Bosch stream. Save it.
Oh, you have a Johnny Young Bosch stream. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right, Henry? I'm sure you did research.
Save it.
That's not a prank, but you have to call it that because the fans, the JDF fans, they're so loyal and they come out in droves, and he's a super popular character. So I could see why they get heated when I say an antagonistic opinion about him.
All right, man, you cooked enough. We'll see you next Friday. Okay?
Oh, it's not this Friday. You said it was this Friday.
The 23rd. 23rd.
The 23rd, okay.
23rd.
Yeah, so right. Drew, bring your whatever you have to say, and I probably won't dispute any of it because I heard what you gave us a taste as to what you were going to say, and
it's going to be different. I got you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
See you, Brent. Peace. All right, that was Brent. Everybody, let's get him from back here. You know he be lingering. Let's bring up San. She is ready. She said she agreed with Grandma's advice to her granddaughter about the BJs.
It gets you out of a lot of fights.
She's like, yeah, you need to learn how to give a good BJ. She's like, she's not lying, guys. She's not lying.
Yeah, it'll get you out of a lot of fights. With your partner.
That's a truthful statement.
That's a truthful statement.
That's a truthful statement. All right, what do you like to add, San, to all this madness? What made you hit the link?
Well, actually, I was going to talk about the comic book and everything and how Amy Jo did not hold any punches back.
Yo, she was throwing shots at everybody, and the comic book is a way of her letting everyone know she does not fuck with all these other Rangers, and she only deals with Billy. That's it.
Right. Yeah, and not only that, just how Tommy was gone, Trini was gone, and so it's like I'm letting them rest. I'm letting them, be, and I'm not dealing, even just look at how. Sorry, my kid's about to come through. Sorry, hang on.
Uh-oh.
My kid's about to. Yep, dog. Cover your, Sorry.
She like cover up. We got Henry's watching, guys. Henry's watching.
Yeah. So yeah, they're walking the dogs. But she was not subtle about it. She was like, that Zach was all about the attention and the money, and that Jason was about being the hero and being like the guy that saved everybody. And so she was not subtle with her opinion of ASJ or Walter.
Yeah.
And so that was, I actually thought that was really interesting. And that's actually one of the reasons I'm going to go buy the comic when it comes back out.
You know what I thought was very interesting, to cut you off?
Yeah.
That no other Ranger promoted her comic.
And they won't. They won't. I give Brent that. They do play politics. You can tell. I disagree with him on one thing. Johnny Young Bosch has no problem calling Jason David Frank out. I've seen videos where he does. So
send them to me. Send them to me.
I have to find it. There's one in specific. He tells a story about an interaction they had in Australia, and it does involve one of the things that Brent was talking about. And he's like, no, he does not hold back on being at least transparent, and not in a bad way. Not like, oh, he was a terrible guy. No, he's just like, this is what happened, and this is, you all can laugh about it or not, but this is what happened. So yeah, not all the Rangers are like, oh, we're afraid to talk about it. Some of them do, and they are not nice about it. They are like, no, he was an asshole. No, he was this, he was that. And they don't care who hears it. So I don't agree with that 100%.
Okay. What do you think about all the failed Indiegogos? Are those scams or no?
Yes. 100%.
Is Jason
They
Lawrence
are,
is Jason Lawrence Geiger a scammer?
yes.
What about Karen Ashley?
I think that maybe she did start like with the intention of, making this and being successful with it. And then when it got over her head, she made some really bad choices and turned into a scammer.
Damn.
And that does happen.
That's probably what happened more than likely. I don't think she set out to rob fans, but
No.
when the fine print of the Indiegogo campaign allowed her to take the money without delivering on any promises, it's hard to give free money back.
And not only that, it wasn't just her involved. She had to pay all of the people that she made promises to. And so it's not just like, it is on her because it was her project, but she had to still pay everyone else that got involved. And, just sometimes the people you associate with, just because you're not a scammer, you're not a bad person, doesn't mean that the people around you aren't awful.
Yeah, guilty by association sometimes.
Yeah, and not only that, they did throw her under the bus. Talk to Karen, talk to Karen, talk to Karen.
Everyone was like, talk to Karen.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, that's a Karen thing. You gotta talk to Karen. She was overseeing that. I was just like,
yeah. So it's sad because they could have even just done something of, hey, here's a picture with a signature. We are so sorry. Just to be like, happened. Oh, hang on, my headphone. My headphone died.
Watch why your daughter got the fan over her face. Oh, that's hilarious. Ooh, we got Diane King in the background. I ain't seen Diane in like a month of Sundays. All right.
So yeah, no, I don't think that she set out to be a scammer, but in the end, she made choices that she's labeled that. I'm sorry. People got nothing. They gave to a charity that doesn't exist. So yeah, she's a scammer.
Damn. All right. Well,
one more thing, and this is for Brent, and please, and not in a bad way, okay? You're not getting timed out for disagreeing with people. You're getting timed out for chucking tantrums. Because what I said yesterday was most martial art places that are legit will not give an 18-year-old, anyone under 18, their black belt, even if they earn it. And there's a legitimate reason. It's because of liability. Because if you're underage, you're still a minor. And if you get in a fight and you get involved in something and you say, oh, I'm a black belt, the school could be sued. So granted, in the 80s, they didn't care about that stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking up something. They said some schools or styles may require a minimum age of 16 or 18. While others may allow younger students to earn a black belt if they demonstrate capabilities. Okay.
Yeah. And it also depends on the school. Like some schools are be like, yeah, we'll take responsibility for that, and others won't. So that's what I'd said. And I have no problem with him defending JDF on that. It's just the fact that he started arguing with somebody about it. That's why you got timed out.
All right. Well, there we go. Yeah. Thank you, San. I think Diane then cammed up too. All right, we got Diane. All right, thank you, San. All right, Diane, it's been a while, girl. How you been? How you been?
Good, you?
I am doing
love
well.
Love it.
What would you like to say?
You see.
She got the comic. She like, yo, y'all pump faking. She got it. What do you think of the series, Diane?
It's a gift from Amy to us, and I love it. She's not pulling any punches. Like y'all said earlier, she's doing it. I trust Amy. She's done some great movies that we've all paid for with Indiegogo, and she always delivers. I trust her. She can get my whole paycheck.
Oh.
I would just give it to her. No problem.
Got money.
Everybody else, sorry, not sorry.
Ooh.
Everything that she has said, she's delivered. I see why she's like so favorite. You know, I was now talking to Frances on her page, and like I said, with her, with Amy and JDF, it's just something about those two. They're sacred. They are our favorite Rangers, no matter what. You know, you wanted to be them, or you wanted to date them. You know, there's something about Tommy and Kimberly.
Which one did you
And
want?
it's something.
Where did you
Huh?
fall? You wanted to date Tommy?
I think we all did. He was everyone's first love. Yeah. You know, and Kimberly was that girl, you know. When you're on the playground, you're playing Power Rangers, you would say, I'm Tommy, you know, and then the prettiest girl had to be Kimberly, you know.
Okay.
And it didn't matter what your race was, and you know, we all loved JDF, you know. We all loved Kimberly. It was an ensemble show, so everyone did their part. We loved them all, but those two were your favorite. Till this day, I cannot watch Kimberly's last episode without crying. And I should be over it by now. But there's something about Amy. She has a purity and an innocence that makes you believe. JDF brought it. They all did good, but those two are just sacred, you know? And it's not a disrespect to any of the other actors. Those two just sold the show. You know, they made you believe. We believe in their relationship all these years later, and it ain't real. You know,
right, so
we
what
still
is
get mad at Kat. I'm like,
what is real is all
And
the
she's
money that
done no
was
wrong.
collected from the order in movies like Survivals. And what do you think of the actors collecting money and not delivering the movie?
I think it's a scam because they should have hit the release button. Everybody should have got an email and gotten their money back. The fact that no one got an email saying we're sorry, the power didn't protect us this time. Here's your check. We appreciate you. They divided their money up and they probably they spent that money. That's it.
Yeah,
All of them spent that money.
They did bust that money down. They was like, all right, this is how much we got left after the lawyer fees, if there was a lawyer involved, all the penalties. All right, we got this much left. Let's split it amongst us, and then, make sure everyone take a cut. That way, they got some blood on their hands too.
Yeah, but it makes you not trust them, you know. But the thing is, these are people with bills to pay, you know. You can't look at them and just see your favorite Ranger. So if you gave them that money, you saw Aisha. You didn't see Karen with maybe rent due tomorrow. You didn't see Johnny with rent due. You saw Adam, you know.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
And that's a sad reality because we see these people and we instantly we fall back in love with them, you know. Boom. Got to see him with rent coming up and kids. I'm very glad I didn't donate.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Hey, they was in the bind. Well, thank you, Diane, for coming up and cooking these Power Rangers. We appreciate you.
I was on my way for Amy Jo. You know it.
All right, Diane.
I was on my way. I had to lace my boots up.
Look, that was Diane. She bounced out. Yeah, I'm saying, Diane, she can come on anytime. I think we got everybody that wanted to, you know, speak their piece. I saw Dust. I don't know if he's at home or anything. You know, it would be nice to get April to come up and shed her light. She said, let's be nice to Brent now. Yeah, I'm saying that may be
love of my life.
That may be going on, but shout out to Diane, yo. I didn't expect her to cook like that. I didn't. I never know what's going to happen when people come up. I'm like, oh, just come on up. We chilling. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I got the book. And let me cook these Rangers for collecting all that money and not delivering on anything. That's a scam, young man. Whereas Brent like, I got to look into that. I got to look into that. I'm like, bro. I know he like, I don't want the soundbite. I don't want me saying Austin St. John's a scammer. Look, man, people got to protect their neck. Now Brent playing politics. Now he used to be fast and loose. Now he a little bit more tame. We'll get them together. You know, he's family by the end of the way. You know, him and April got a thing. You know, okay. All right. So, guys, with that being said, well, Cheyenne, you can come up now. Just don't show the nipple. Because we never seen Cheyenne on camera. She's been here from day one. We've never even seen a pic. We don't even know if this picture right here that y'all see is her. We don't know if that's her. And, you know, speaking of Dust, someone's like, yo, I thought Dust was black. And I was like, well, he is.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him.
I was like,
are you the greatest?
I was like, oh snap! There's like, I swear I thought he was black. I'm like, yeah, he is.
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him.
He was at
Are
the
you the
rally. He was
greatest?
at the Trump rally, and that was Trump talking to Dust. But shout out to Dust, man. We appreciate Dust in the chat. It is a family. Like these smaller streams, where it's like 60 people, is just family. We just family kicking it. I showed you all the funny stuff. We saw them read the comics. A little 2-hour stream. We got Brent cooking. Should I delete the stream or keep it up? Delete it or keep it up? I don't know. Some of these one-off streams I do just delete. And I will be streaming Monday on Kick or Keep. April didn't time me out for saying I was defending JDF. Like, see, this is unnecessary, right? See, this is unnecessary. Did you have to say that? No, but but it gets a rise out of people. You see? Look, she like, okay, Brent, truce. We can disagree, but still get along. Just pick fights and distract from the chat and we're good. Like, what? Look, man, these people.
Love of my life.
They just, oh, keep it up. All right. Dust said keep it up. I'll keep it up, man. I'll keep it up. Look, keep it up because I'm in it. Y'all selfless or selfish. Oh man, I've been rewatching them. Sorry, I haven't been with my people, but y'all my family. Chanzo, brother from another mother. You know, I did meet Mother Chanzo up in his BS. We did see Chanzo making his door dashes with his Brady Bunch Green Ranger shirt. We have a lot of history between us, guys. A lot of history. And sometimes I'm often tempted to like go back through the history to look at, like look how far we've come and where we started. Like it's been a journey. And with it being this journey that we've all been on together, I add you, is come with a lot. Like where's the Jason David Frank playlist? Oh snap, I got so many playlists. It gets bad with all these goddamn playlists. Where there go right here? I didn't mean to play it. God damn. I didn't mean to play it. What I want to show you guys is how far we've come. View full playlist. There we go. Look at all this. Look at all these, whatchamacallits. All these streams. Like these are all JDF streams that we've done together. Why is this other JDF? This stream. I mean, okay. These are JDF related content. I need to make a JDF live playlist. Like, look, this is the one that was done by April. She put that together. These are the police reports. This is the true crime. I went to go get his stuff and I couldn't get it. This is the mind of JDF. I think all his poetry. This is his last will and testament. The police. This is Tammy talking police reports. Tammy's interview, live interview, the Bat and Sun business. Another Tammy interview. The highlights. This is when we were cooking. This is when Francis came up. This is the raw Tammy interview where she was like, maybe y'all remember this. Y'all remember this shit? Look at us. Look at us.
Jason David Frank. This is Tammy Frank. And how have you been dealing with all this after the passing of your husband?
This was a dry run. Just like, yo, she's like, no, just put this shit out. I was like, all right, shit. Who with the link? Brother. I feel like Scar. Brother.
Scar. Brother.
When he was going off the cliff and shit. Oh my goodness. How you been, Chanzo, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing? Cheyenne said go live. I said, okay, Cheyenne, because you asked.
Well, look, man, friends of the show, they automatically, like, if I'm about to shut it down, I see it's a day one, we'll keep it going, man. We'll keep it going. So, what do you think? I've been covering a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah.
You've been missing. You've been missing in action.
They've been going 5-hour streams.
What the hell am I thinking with a 5-hour
I fell asleep one day listening to you. I'm like, why am I hearing Henry at 4 a.m. in the morning? I was like, oh, the stream is still going. You know?
Oh shit! All right, let's
all
get
I
to
hear
it.
in my sleep is, look at my African American friend right there.
Oh, look at my African American.
I'm in a bind, mate. I'm in a bind.
Are you the greatest?
Tell the whole truth all the time.
Look. He's going through the gauntlet. My soundboard is not the greatest.
Tell the whole truth all the time.
But what did you think about Austin St. John and Survival's End?
I forgot about that until you brought it up. That's how long I've been following Rangers. Like, I remember the order. I remember when that first started. Then I remember when things went bad. I remember when she was like, don't ask me about it. You know, she would go to panels and be like, don't ask me. Even the other cast would be like, don't ask me about the order. It's a Karen thing. I forgot about the Michael Copon situation. I was like, oh God, there's when he was doing his trying to get his thing off the ground, and I was like, so yeah, I forgot about it. So you brought it back. It's always fun because you bring back up a lot of stuff. So
people forget, and then they just act like it didn't happen. Who you got in the background? Who's that in the background? Who's that in the background? What's going on over there, Chaz? So who's that?
Oh, that's my lady in the, don't want to put kids on.
Please don't put your goddamn kids on the stream. Remember I told Tony, like, get your goddamn daughter off the stream. He was
you don't.
He was like, oh no, I'm gonna put her up there, and then next thing you know, he like, yeah, man, they're harassing my daughter now, man. I was like, bruh, I told you last, don't put her on stream.
Okay, well, if you guys are ready to go, we can get ready to go. I'm just saying hello to my people online.
He gotta go. She like, get off that phone.
You know how they do. I
get off that phone. We gotta go.
I thought they were upstairs and they were just chilling and stuff like that. Everybody want to eat now. But give me a moment. Can I have my Power Ranger time?
All right, so I brought up the order, the Michael Copon, the Survival's End. It's hard to get Brent to say it's a scam. Do you think it was a scam? Like,
well, the way you said it, you were such a convincing man.
I'm not trying to convince anyone. I just presented you with the facts.
Yeah, the way you presented the facts, right? Like I was like, dang, maybe Survival's End was a hub. And then you start thinking about the order, and then you weren't biased even towards, JDF. You were like, I remember one thing you said. You said, why is every Power Ranger actor doing something Power Rangers, not Power Rangers? Like I was like, oh, yeah, that's interesting.
It's the truth. I'm like, do something different than Power Rangers, but the Power Rangers, the audience is there. People want more Power Rangers. So if you paid for a survival trip with Austin St. John and you donated to his campaign for that perk and you did not get that, were you scammed out of money?
I feel like, yes. I feel it's part of the reason I've never donated to any of them. Because I'd be lying if I said the order didn't leave a bad taste in my mouth.
You donated?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I didn't donate to the order. The only thing I've donated to is the Amy Jo thing, the comic book, because I was like, I know guaranteed I'm gonna get something out of this. But yeah, I would have. I even wanted to donate to the Legend of the White Dragon, but I was just like, too many times do people not follow through. And I'll when it comes out, I'll go see it. But it's just the other stuff. I didn't donate to it. But so yeah. But I do feel like like I said, when you presented the facts, I was like, dang, that does feel like it kind of is a quick money grab hustle type.
Easy money. Easy money.
Like, and I hated because I rewatched the thing where he said I remembered when he originally said what he said about Twee, and then you were like, we can't find it. Then you went and found it. I was like, oh, Austin's in trouble. I was like, Henry, his resilience done went and found it, dug deep.
You dig, bro. You like to
find it. So I knew it was real because I saw it when it originally aired, and I didn't think anything of it. But then when you go back and you're like, oh, that is kind of tasteless to say that. But, I get it. He was just talking. But sometimes you can't just talk. You got to be careful about how you say things. So yeah. But,
so you've attempted to ask them about the order, and they said don't ask about it.
No, I didn't ask. But I remember when the thing went bad at first. And I was at cons, Lexington 2015, C2E2. So I've been at the cons, and they just been, at first it was like, we don't want to talk about the order. Now they're more open about it. But when it first went bad, they really were just all like, go to Karen. We don't know anything. Go to Karen. Karen's handling it. We're not going to talk about it. Go to Karen. And I was like, all right, so I mean, at least they're talking about it now. But she gave more detail on what happened, what went wrong, why things didn't, transpire and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, how they got shut down by SAG. And it's like, all right, well,
Yeah, that union, they wanted to be union, and now they got union. Now they got union problems.
Yeah, and now they got union problems. Yeah. So,
so what did you think about Austin St. John in his beating up 4 brown guys at the gas station? I know you had to see that.
I saw. And once again, it's things that it's a good and a bad thing, because it's almost like the rose-colored glasses have come off, and I'm like, dang, like, dude, you could have just, but he even, and I think it was Francis who said something, who was like, his team has very much kind of said semi-racist stuff, and you're like, dude, like, it's like, sometimes you got to get rid of that team,
But they've been holding him down for so long. He like, 2 more minutes, baby. 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
2 more minutes.
Yeah.
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I promise. 2 more minutes. Okay, so since you got to go, what do you think about Austin St. John having 3 black belts before 18 and a accent that with the taekwondo? When he was talking and shit.
You can't. There was just things that were acceptable that you can't do anymore, which is fine. I get it. Like, even Rush Hour with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan gets a lot of slack now. They're like, that movie is racist.
Yeah, do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
So, but I feel like Austin's stories sometimes they're very frustrating, because you never know. Like, they do sound outlandish. And when I saw I need to send you the picture of me. I was at a con and no pink spandex. Lisa was right behind, and I had no idea at the time that was her, and she was just sitting behind me, and I was like, that's Lisa. That's no pink spandex. But she's always just in the cut doing her thing. But so yeah. I feel like Austin, I think he just needs to lay low right now. Just lay low. Just be cool right now. This will all blow over. Lay low. But like Francis said, if you don't hold people accountable, people are not going to let it go. And I've heard you guys talk about how his lines have gotten shorter and everything. Like, just be cool. Sometimes saying nothing is the best thing to do. Just say nothing. And I don't know. I read The Return, and I was like, Amy Jo did a great job of a great template of what you could do with Power Rangers without Twee, without Jason, but Austin is a part of it. And I'm like, yo, you could be a part of this. Sometimes just keep your mouth shut for right now. Just be cool, chill in the cut. If anybody got it, let Walter be the front man right now. Everybody likes Walter.
He cool, but she can't align herself with someone who's potentially about to be charged with a federal crime.
Exactly, and that's why he needs to stay.
That's the whole thing. If he beats the case, maybe they could do something. But I personally think that she doesn't like him. Maybe she don't like the team, considering of all the stuff they said about Jason, who she was really close with or closer with.
I've met Amy once before. I've met David a couple times. They're both going to be at C2E2 in Chicago. So I'm going to go. I'm going to see them. So much has changed since the last time. I actually do talk to David on Twitter a lot, and he's a fun, jovial kind of guy. So I'm looking really forward to seeing him and Amy at C2E2. So, I feel like I just want to ask them, because I do believe, like, I don't believe that they were all going to leave. I don't buy it. You're 22. You're making your first little bit of money. It's not a lot of money, but you are getting kind of famous. Everybody knows you. You can't go anywhere. You was about to walk away from that. I don't believe all 6 were
there. Chanzo, if you get it, I ain't telling you to sneak your phone in and record them. Okay. But just, have the phone in your hand. Like, so, when you were leaving the show, I think I had a text. Make sure your record is working. Did everyone leave or not? Like, because
do one of them old school paparazzi type videos, like, excuse me,
no. You got to do it subtle, so they don't get caught on that you're recording them.
I've
blowing
seen those
holes
videos of how people do it.
in
They're
their blowing holes in Austin, St. John, and Walters. We all agreed to strike, and then people changed their mind. That bullshit. So
yeah. It'll be interesting because as you see, David he unbothered. Amy Jo, she's like, I don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. They just let everybody else be like, all right, whatever you guys.
She collected $500,000 in 45 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, I was part of that. She's like, look, I don't necessarily need you guys. I can collect $500,000 which is crazy, like, and I said, I donated to that campaign. Y'all see my comic, I got the return. I'm gonna have her autograph one. Maybe I'll do one for a giveaway. Maybe I'll get you one. You want one? You want a return comic? I got some extras, bro, if you want one.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
I always turn down gifts and things like that, but I'm good, Chancellor.
Okay, cool. If you're still going to the divorce, we don't want your ex-wife getting 30% of the comic.
I offered her $50,000. She accepted the $50,000.
Okay,
my lawyer drafting up the paperwork.
Excellent.
And
I don't
we
want
just
her
gotta
taking a part of the comic either.
I gotta wait till it's not real until she sign it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because she agreed to shit, and then she said like, I don't want to sign. I want more, and I'm just like, oh my god. So that's where we at with that, man. But you better go on off to dinner, man. Do what you got to do. And
it's
I'll
always nice to see you guys
in the next one.
And I'll catch you guys around. I'm going to recatch this one. I'm going to recap, so I'm a little more prepared. But it's always nice to see you guys. Much love.
All right. Salute. All right. Now, maybe Brent want to go record some Power Rangers without their consent. You should do it. I'm telling you, man, because what ultimately happens now, we're in the era of I'll tell you one thing off camera, and then on camera I'll say something different. But when you have the record and you can be like, nah, this is what they told me in person. Then they're like, you were recording me? And it's like, no. Don't even try to pull you were recording me. Why are you lying about what you said to me in private? And that just recently happened with Monique or whatever, when she was like, I recorded Tyler Perry basically apologizing for sabotaging my career. And when I play the recording, people are not even focused on the fact that he admitted to sabotaging her career. They're focused on the fact that I recorded him, and they like, why'd you record me? Like, you guys are missing it. You are missing it. He just admitted to sabotaging my career, and your biggest focus is on why am I recording him? So there you have it. Anything else, guys? What do you guys want to see moving forward? I know the Power Ranger community is strong. I got to get back on the Twitch horse at some point to keep the channel growing. All that good stuff. But what do you guys think about the whole the channel? I know the Ranger people are like, keep it on Rangers, but realistically, I can't talk about Power Rangers forever, or can I? Look, Mr. Monster checking in before his shift at work. Mr. Monster, what'd you think about the return comic?
I am like, hold on, give me 1 second.
Mr. Monster coming in. He like, oh.
It's because I have the YouTube. God damn it. There we go. All right. There we go. Sorry. I thought it was great. The Billy and Kimberly doing their lines again for their characters, it's comic, but it's almost like you're watching it because he was holding it up, that was cool. It was nice, when it comes to the comic books, it's kind of so the fans really love Lord Draken, right? The fans really love Lord Draken. Mm-hmm. But truthfully, we found out JDF wasn't the biggest fan of Lord Draken.
Correct.
I mean, would you be the biggest fan if your character got turned into the most evil character and killed all the Rangers and took over the universe, whatever, So the comics were hit and miss. I liked Lord Dragon, but there's other there's this one called Way of the Dragon or something like that where JDF is older and he's with Kat still, and he has a kid, and that kid becomes a part of SPD, and he uses the Master Morph. That's where the Master Morpher comes back, because it was in Dino Thunder. that's the last time you see it. But in this comic, he, for the last time, morphs into each one of the Rangers that he was before. I'm trying to think, it's like Way of the Dragon or something of the Dragon. But it's like Old Man
Soul
Wolverine.
of the Dragon. It's
Soul of the Dragon. Yeah, yeah.
I found it. This
It
what you're talking
reminds
about,
me of Old Man Wolverine, where like Wolverine's all old, and he's kind of like moved on with his life.
Phenomenal movie. If you guys haven't seen it.
Oh yeah. That Logan, or is that what it was called? Yeah. Like, that movie was great, and the comics that it was based off of, are interesting. And who has watched the new Deadpool trailer, we're gonna get more Wolverine again. Actually, it was just funny. Hugh Jackman it was Wolverine for like 20 years now, so it's sad we would have got. Anyways, I feel that what they're doing with the comic books is cool. I already read most of Shattered Grid, and I've already read a lot of the newest stuff, but this one, particularly since it was headed by Kimberly, Amy Jo, Susie Q herself, it kind of, there's a lot of the comics, I'm not going to say like the Rangers aren't behind them. JDF, like I said, he had other ideas for Lord Draken and other ideas that he wanted to do, and they just did other stuff instead. So it's kind of like, this is really cool for the Rangers to get what they want in the comic.
Unfortunately, though, it's not going to be all the Rangers. It looks like it's just going to be.
No, yeah, I can understand. Just like it is what it is. Now that JDF passed, I don't know if we'll ever. I mean, the 30th was the closest we might get, and I hope that maybe they'll come back and do some other stuff and continue that story or whatever when they reboot all Rangers. But man, it is what it is. There's things that we could have had, but this is what's coming out, and it was good. Yeah, I like that you did the live stream for it. So I don't know how many people were watching. Actually, I don't know what your count was for when like that 50. Was happening.
50.
Well, still, that's 50 people that weren't watching it on like Facebook or something, or you know what I mean. Like, but it's cool. It's nice. I knew about the order when it came out, but I didn't really hear about it. So like when it not came out, I mean when they announced that it was happening, I remember hearing about it. I didn't fund it, but I just waited until nothing happened, I suppose. I realized that nothing came of it because you were talking about it, saying that nothing happened. I was like, oh wow, that's nothing happened, and then I looked it up, and sure enough, yeah, right,
nothing happened. Yeah. I'm just educating the fandom on things of the past. Sometimes who people were in the past is kind of who they still are in the future. But they wrap it up a little differently. So
yeah,
right, Mr. Monster, I'm gonna let you go.
I'll say this. What's funny that Austin St. John didn't want to be associated with the Master Morpher, because the Master Morpher is the coolest thing ever. And even though I love the Gold Ranger and his staff, ain't nothing gonna beat this. Ain't nothing gonna beat JDF's last recorded lines of all time. So
right. All right, guys, I'm gonna pack it up for Mr. Monster. Thank you for coming up. All right, let me shut that. Let me go full screen before I shut it down, and then y'all see something crazy. All right, guys, I think this was a productive stream. Smaller audience, a little bit more intimate. Always good. Next stream is Monday. I got Kick or Keep. And then maybe I'll stream Tuesday. And then Friday, we got the Drew stream. You know what? If there's something you guys want to know about Drew, email me or post it in the Power Rangers Henry Cord. Post it there. And we can make sure we get everything y'all want out of Drew. He's been a great addition to the show and his videos. People have been liking what he's been saying. A complete polar opposite to Brent. All right, with that being said, guys, I am about to officially end the stream. Y'all be safe. Love one another, be kind. All that good. Don't scam. Don't scam.